Welcome into the Seth Show. He's got all the information for you. That's what he told me just before, because I didn't know what I was going to talk about today. So
I don't have all the information.
I'm going to put him on the spot. He said he's talked to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah. I talk to Aaron Rodgers all the time. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about Aaron Rodgers. Was there a better interview between him and Kenny Mayne the other day?
I didn't even see it.
Holy shit. Just the ending of it was great. You have to, when we're done, you have to look it up. So him and Aaron are interviewed, and I only saw this last part of it, but he goes, Aaron, the last time we interviewed together, you told me to invest in Bitcoin, and I got fired, and I'm down 40%. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. All my wife wants is a comforter. That's how he ended it.
That's awesome.
That's how he ended the whole show. But it was great. With that being said, and the no OTAs and things like that, I think we all expected that. He's pissed off, and he's a stubborn guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's a stubborn guy. He's not coming to OTAs. He didn't have to.
No.
Didn't have to. My next thing is, if you're the Packers and you are wanting to keep the relationship with Aaron Rodgers that you have, you want to keep him on your team, you want to keep him happy, you want to do this, you should be doing everything you possibly can to try to get Julio Jones.
Yeah, that's not happening.
It's the only thing that should be in their mind right now.
You know, the one thing that bothers me, and I think, honestly, and I'll admit that, I'm not a Packers fan,
Uh-huh.
but watching him talk for 40 minutes every week through the season, it makes you feel a little, okay, he's just a dude, and he's got a dry sense of humor, and a lot of times he's a private person that doesn't want to talk about his shit, so everybody says he's an asshole.
Yeah.
Okay. But the weird thing is, like, all this shit came out. You know, the Schefter thing happened, and he kind of said that this seemed like this is what it was. But nobody is talking about how the top 5 wide receivers for Green Bay are also not at OTAs.
There. I know it.
Don't even get mentioned. Like, There's a little tweet also. These 5 guys aren't there. Like, well, how come nobody's talking about that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think the reason it's not done is because the Packers won't do what he wants them to do.
Yeah.
And I don't think it is anything to do with the players and stuff right now.
I don't think it is either.
I'd like a 3-year contract extension.
Mm-hmm.
All guaranteed.
Yep.
Now, we'll guarantee you next year.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we want you for one more year, and so we can cut you or trade you and have Jordan Love play.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Hey, if you want Jordan Love to go, no better fucking time than now.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you hear them say, when he said, was it Gutekunst that said, like, Jordan Love is not ready to play?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's still a ways away from.
Yeah.
You traded up to pick him in the first round.
Yep.
He was in the league for a year already.
Yeah.
And he's still a ways away.
Yep. A ways away.
What do we even?
I don't know why that made it worse.
100%. Well, you should have said nothing.
Nothing. Say nothing about it.
We're still working on the situation.
Yes.
That's it.
That's it. That's all you had to say. You made it 10 times worse. Now you just gave Aaron Rodgers way more leverage.
Yeah.
Way more leverage just by saying that.
Yeah. And and everybody's saying that, well, he's just happy that Jordan Love's there. He's not. It's not. I don't think it doesn't have. That has something to do with the Jordan Love pick. Has nothing to do with Jordan fucking Love.
No, it has nothing to do with him personally.
But like Jordan Love keeps getting shit on. Of like, they seem to. Everybody says they get along fine.
Yeah, I think he came out and even said it has
more the
nothing
fact
to do.
of like they did nothing to make the team better, and then another NFC Championship game lost.
Yeah.
Again, they came back and did nothing to make the fucking team better.
No. Nope.
And then I was talking, I think McAfee talked about that with the Jordy Nelson thing, that Jordy was willing to come back for nothing in Green Bay, and they told him to fuck off, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Of like,
Aaron Rodgers is dude.
Yeah.
His dude.
And that's where it gets to the, well, you guys, you don't, and they don't owe him anything. I mean, hey, we pay you to play, and
I get that, and I really do. I get that. We pay you to play, and you play with what we can get you, and that and this. But when it's a guy It's a guy like Tom Brady. It's a guy in Aaron Rodgers. It's that stature. You want to try to keep the people that they like to throw the ball to, which is why that report that came out that he was pissed off that they cut that, fourth string receiver.
Yeah.
It's because Aaron Rodgers liked the guy.
Liked him.
He thought he did well. They got along. They communicated well. He understood what he was going on. The guy that they didn't cut was the guy who dropped the goddamn game-winning touchdown pass against Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
They kept him. So I mean, I don't get that right there was kind of like, we don't give a fuck what you have to say. We're doing what we want anyway.
Which is what Green Bay does.
Yes.
Which is why you have, I don't know what, I hate when it's the top 5 quarterbacks. But if you're going to do that, say over the last 30 fucking years, you've had 2 of the league's top 20 ever quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
It's because you make these decisions.
Yeah, you make these
You never
choices.
try to win.
No.
If you happen to hit on some draft picks and shit just kind of gets together and goes, then all right.
Take this situation, and this is a no-name player when it comes to the league as a whole. AJ Hawk.
Yeah.
Was not really, he was a good, solid linebacker.
Yep.
You let him go. When you let him go, your middle linebackers were so bad that you had to move Clay Matthews to the inside.
Right.
Because you didn't want to pay him or sign him. Who cares if he was 29 or 30 or however old he was? Pay him for another year. That way you don't have to fucking move your best pass rusher to the inside.
I think the 2 years previous, I think AJ had restructured his deals to get cheaper.
Yes.
And then they still just...
Yeah.
And that's another one of people don't talk about. You see a lot of that since obviously AJ being on the show all the time, so people, you get all the old, this is the worst draft pick in Packers history. We didn't, like that of maybe nowadays you don't take a linebacker number 5. Who's your all-time leading tackler for the fucking Green Bay Packers?
Pretty sure it's Hawk.
AJ Hawk
is. It's AJ
so
Hawk.
I think it went okay.
He was the best linebacker. I mean, besides, you can make him and what was that? Paul Puzlowski or whatever from Penn State. Those are the best 2 fucking linebackers that I can remember coming out. Old school linebackers. And
kind of the last of
the old school linebacker type, And it's just like, what? I mean, they don't help themselves out anywhere on the team. And I know we talk offensively a lot because it's surrounded by Aaron Rodgers, but they don't do anything to help their defense out. Not a bit.
Nothing.
They have gotten just the shit ran on them for the last 2 fucking years. They haven't drafted anybody to help stop that. They haven't signed anybody to help stop that or drafted anybody to help stop the run. They fired their defensive coordinator. Yeah. That's the only thing that they did to try to change something. I just don't get that part of it.
Yeah.
Your coaches do so much, but if you don't have the players to do it, then you're not going to do it.
Yeah, Tampa didn't win last year by having nobody.
Yeah.
They have an all-star team.
Yes.
Kansas City, all-star team.
Yeah.
Now, the year they won it, you didn't know they were an all-star team, but Kansas City knew they were an all-star team.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird spot.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they trade him for his sake. Just get this shit over with.
Might as well. I mean, they got to be tired of all the negative publicity at this point in time.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they care.
They didn't seem to care when it was the whole Brett Favre thing either.
Mm-hmm.
There's the other one for years of because it not the same situation as the Love because Rodgers fell to that. He was a top 5 draft pick that fell to the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
They traded up for Jordan Love. But they also did not tell Brett Favre that they were taking him.
Nope.
And the fact that Tom Brady got a call because they were drafting a quarterback at the end of the 2nd round.
Yep.
Andy Dalton's never played a fucking snap in Chicago.
Nope.
Called him. Hey, we're taking Justin Fields.
Yeah.
Just let you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it just...
They called Tom Brady at when they draft that dude? The 7th round?
Second
round? The Tampa Bay drafted him in the 2nd round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was that Trask, wasn't it?
Yeah,
From Florida?
Fourth round. Was it? Third or
Whatever
fourth. It was day 2. Whatever. Day 2 of the draft.
Well, day 2 is
2nd round,
second,
you're right.
Third, yeah.
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, it might as well have been the 3rd round, his last pick of the 2nd round or whatever.
Yeah.
And I assume Tom Brady goes, Yeah, okay. I mean,
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not like this guy, I mean, he wasn't a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Plus, hey, Tom, we got to pick, like, we've signed so much other shit, we can't just draft a guy in the second round
Yeah.
to be a third-string fucking defensive player.
Yeah.
That's the other one. Their defense. The amount of people they have on their fucking defense.
Mm-hmm. They're good as shit. And they have one of the best defensive coordinators in the game. Bowles is a great DC.
Yeah.
Terrible head coach. I think it was mine.
Was it? Yeah. I still don't understand how they signed everybody.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
GM of the year.
Which Antonio Brown's came out today. It's a $1 million base. Plus he gets a per game roster bonus that could take it up to $2 million. And then with all the other stuff, I think he could make up to $4 million if
Something like
everything hits.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, they won't go undefeated, but
If there's a
it's
team,
hard to see who's the way they were starting to play of like, well, now they've had a year under them. So maybe.
And the reports coming out that Tom didn't really understand the offense or get the offense to like week 12, week 13.
Yeah, just kind of figured this thing out.
Yeah, it was just figuring out as we were went. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
His dude, might as well talk, since we're talking Tom. Obviously, Phil winning is awesome at 50 years old.
Yeah, it is great.
But now they signed the match 3 or whatever with Phil and Tom playing Aaron Rodgers and Bryson DeChambeau, which I didn't need. I don't need Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I mean, obviously, Tiger's hurt. So
yeah. Could have got anybody else.
Anybody else.
Yeah. I mean, anybody else.
I've never heard this. This is about, being entertaining. And he is not.
No.
He's super strategic and.
Yeah.
But then with that whole fucking Koepka thing.
Oh, God.
And I get it.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, well, what did Bryson say to Koepka? He didn't say a fucking thing. He was clacking those metal cleats on that path.
No, he said shit.
What'd he say?
He said when he was talking about putting with the wind, he said you just got to start on the right line first.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
I knew there you had beef about the metal spikes.
Yes. Well, he said he goes, I don't know how anybody can because I had trouble reading the greens because of the wind, and I wasn't sure how anybody putted or anything like that with the winds. And Bryson walks by and he goes, you got to line it up first or something like that. You got to line it up right first or something like that. And that's when you got the eye roll and the. Did you watch the whole interview? Jesus fucking Christ!
And the fact that even got out,
I know it's great. It's great.
It's awesome, but for him, it's but it started this whole thing.
Yeah,
because obviously, I think
there was beef.
They've had beef for 2 years.
Yeah,
they don't like each other.
Because DeChambeau came out and said something about his body.
Yeah,
and I was like, you don't even have a 6-pack. And then Koepka came back with he took a picture of his 4, majors or whatever, his trophies, and he goes, I'm just too shy of a 6-pack or something like that.
Yeah.
And, you've had that beef back and forth and things like that.
Well, that's the funny thing, too, is everybody throws all this on DeChambeau. He's doing this, he's changing the game, and they're having to change courses. The motherfucker doesn't win.
No.
He won the U.S. Open.
Yeah. Which is his course.
It's done nothing.
That's what he can do. Yeah.
It's they want so much for because the Tiger effect was a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
What Augusta had to do. If you ever went back and watched the 97.
I was 2, so no.
I mean, if you watch the highlights or whatever of it. The course, he hit the ball so far compared to the other people at the time.
Yeah.
On Augusta, I mean, the par 5 15th that comes over that pond.
Yeah.
That it's bouncing through or whatever. Yeah, he was hitting 9 irons and wedges in.
Yeah.
That's how, after he did that, Augusta had to go through and be like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Now, this guy's hitting it so far that it's this isn't even a golf course to him. I mean, it was just, he's hitting wedges into. We get guys out here hitting 6 irons in. This guy's hitting a wedge.
Yeah.
So, they want so much for that for DeChambeau. It's but he's not any good.
No, he's not any good.
And it always, with the whole FanDuel thing, it always drags me in.
Yeah.
I'll pick him.
I'd never pick him.
I don't know why, because he's not any good.
Not any good.
Hey, he hits it so far. Who gives a shit? He hit it 3 holes over, and I mean...
Yeah, and he can't fucking putt to save
it's a
his
good
ass.
thing he can hit a 7-iron 250 yards, because that's what he's still got in.
Yeah. Yeah, I got the excitement when he first came out, because everybody likes the long ball. Everybody, I mean, even like kids, younger people my age, we all want to hit it fucking far. You know what I mean? And I get that there was the hoopla about that, but I'm like, he doesn't do anything else well.
No.
Like, golf is a finesse game, and that's the one thing he can't do is have the finesse. I mean,
well, that's the other thing of, like, they talk about how far he hits it. He doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not as far as you think it is compared to the other guys on tour. Phil Mickelson hit a 366-yard drive.
Yeah.
That's the longest golf course that the PGA Championship's ever had, and a 50-year-old won it.
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean,
good for Phil.
All right, good luck on the U.S. Open again. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, I don't know.
Phil's awesome.
Yeah.
But with all that, with the fucking Tom Brady's Twitter, with the whole DeChambeau. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and then did you see Koepka's?
Yeah.
After he found out that Aaron Rodgers was with Bryson. Sorry, bro. Put his face on it. That was great.
But yeah, that was, I mean, Tom Brady, I don't know who runs his Twitter page, but they need to get paid more because it is awesome.
It is good.
Like, he just, like, in like 3 consecutive tweets with those memes, he was just shitting on people, but in good enough fun.
But yeah, that you'd laugh.
But then kind of shit on himself because he made, it's like.
Yeah.
And then the shirt at OTAs that he was wearing that had all the championship on the back is awesome. I mean, I don't know what it's like.
He's gotten so much more, I don't know if you want to say relatable.
Since he's out of New England?
That, or just even his last, 2 years in New England. Like, you could tell he's starting to, I don't know, come out of his shell. Like, he loosened up a little bit, because you always, everybody just assumed Peyton Manning was more of the, loose, fun guy because he did the commercials. You know what I mean? Right. He did Saturday Night Live and things like that. But, those last couple years in New England, and then now, you see Tom, opening up, and, his actual personality is coming out. You know what I mean? And
then to see him after the boat parade or whatever, I mean, just trashed.
It was fantastic.
I think everybody was like, all right, well, feels like everybody's like, I got beer with that guy.
Yeah.
Well, you'd never be in the same spot with him, but yeah, seems like he's a boat guy that got trashed we can relate to that.
Exactly.
You're a little drunk on a boat, and then maybe a little sea leggy also when you try to walk on land of ugh.
Now his boat's, $5 million.
Way better.
But,
way better.
There's a $30,000 pontoon, but
used,
yeah.
One engine's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it is funny just to see him I just like now, everybody wants to use Twitter as the beef and things like that, but when we can use it to just make fun of everybody in different sports and shit like that, I just find it hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, because I don't know, personally, I feel like I want everybody that's a stardom to be friends. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
right.
In different sports throughout, you know what I mean? I just feel like it'd be, it's like your buddies. All your buddies growing up, you played different sports and shit like that. Yeah. So why wouldn't you want to do that now? You know what I mean?
It's kind of a weird thing, too. You'd look at an NBA guy that's a superstar and then a superstar from the NFL, and you just assume that they know each other.
Yeah.
And they've probably never
met.
Yeah, they live on different sides of the country. Yeah. They play different sports or whatever. But they're both stars, though.
Yeah, exactly. They know.
Do they not have a summit?
Yeah, they all come together.
They all come together.
Yeah.
But yeah, on the Twitter, I love the little Twitter beef, man. That's what Twitter's for. I don't do it very much, but everybody, it's just just throw it out there, see if it sticks.
Yep.
I mean, as long as you don't, get yourself in trouble.
Yeah.
Say some words that you're not allowed to say.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than that, hey, if you think it's funny, throw it out there. Maybe it is, maybe it didn't. People forget about it in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
If they ever see it at all. So.
Yeah, it's great. It's great.
But I don't know what else is happening. What else do you have?
Yeah, I really wanted to talk about the Koepka and DeChambeau, and then really just all the Julio talk now that he wants out and this and that, and really I feel like the Falcons, they came out during the draft and they said that, and then all the talk beforehand was, his contract's too big, we don't have any money and things like that. Like, I felt like they tried to ease the trade and not make it like a personal thing, and I feel like Julio took it as they want me gone, they don't want me anymore, and I'm like, I think I
take it as they both knew that, hey man, we don't have any money, and if you ever want to win, we're I took it as kind of a mutual thing. Now, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
What, on your thoughts, did Shannon Sharp fuck him?
What do you mean? When
Julio.
He came out? Oh, coming out and saying all that stuff?
Did Julio even know he was on the air?
Oh, I don't know.
Because he called him on his phone and held it to the mic.
Yeah. I don't know if he did or not. And said, I'm out of here, man.
That's a big problem.
Yeah. Oh, when he came out and said, I'm out of there, man, or whatever?
Yeah, I'm out of there, man. He called him.
Yeah, I know he did.
Just held it to a microphone, which, a lot of people, which you're not allowed to do.
No.
At all.
I would just
in some states, it's highly illegal to do that. But then, they talk about, like, you hear the lady that hosts that show going, hey, do we need to tell him he's on live TV right now?
Yeah.
And, like, nobody does. Of like, boy, I hope he texted him. Say, hey, can I call you? I'm on the air right now.
Yeah.
But I don't think Julio would have said that if he knew he was on the air.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Because it doesn't do him any good.
No.
Plus, you've never heard him say
anything. Yeah. I mean, you bring up a good point.
I mean, that's just weird.
Yeah.
Of like, hey, Shannon, did you just burn all the bridges of the buddies you had in the NFL? Because that's shit you just do not do.
Yeah.
And
I never thought about it like that. Yeah,
but
I never thought about it like that until you just said that. Yeah, I just assumed that it was like a take. You know what I mean? Like he had told him beforehand, and they come back. You know what I mean? I just thought it was a. Yeah, now that you say that, that's a good point. Maybe he did.
It's hey, you have to let me know I'm on speakerphone.
Yeah, that I don't say shit. That's
I have a guy we both know, a buddy of mine. Like he'll call me many times, and he likes to talk on speakerphone.
Yeah.
I think he's learned that he can't call me on speakerphone because I just let shit rip.
Yep.
And I don't care if your kids or your wife are in the van.
Yeah.
Or van. I don't even know why I said van. They don't have one. They should, though. But it's like, you got to let people know that.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah, I don't know. But that's a good point. I really never thought about it like that before. I hope he did. I mean, I hope for Julio's sake. And really, I mean, Shannon's kind of a moron, but.
Yeah. I know. They make a lot of money for that show, but I don't get that show.
It's just Fox's version of what
it has, yeah.
And they had on ESPN. I mean,
but I'm not. I know a lot of people are because whether you love him or hate him, you're talking about him. It's kind of that Howard Stern thing. Whether you listening to see what he's gonna say,
yeah.
I don't like to listen to two people fucking argue about something that they know nothing about.
Exactly.
They're just like, hey, here's a topic. Let's scream at each other about this.
But see, I could do that if you had somebody, if you had like so you just have Skip. That would be, you could call it a host or just more like your color guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
And then you have a person around the table for each sport you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like to hear Shannon and Skip, argue each other over fucking the NBA. Like I get it, some about it.
Right.
But you don't, fucking get somebody else on there to yell at each other about argue over fucking the NBA. You know what I mean? Like, you can find somebody else to do that.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people in the NBA who would sit on there and yell at each other.
And nobody calls them out. The only one that ever got called out was Stephen A. Smith when he said Donald Cerrone quit in that Conor McGregor fight.
Yeah.
And the MMA community came after him do you know who the fuck you just said that about? Like, that guy is, every time he gets, I'll fight. Well, you just fought a week ago. I don't care. I'm ready to go. Let's do it. You want to know who you're fighting? Doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's the guy you're talking about. And they buried him. And I don't know that he's been on UFC stuff since. It's like, this fucking guy out of here. He doesn't.
But it's shit like that. Like, have somebody on there that knows what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah, I guess I'm more into the, I like to learn, be entertaining.
Yeah.
But I like to learn shit. MMA stuff. Like I
Yeah.
watch Chael Sonnen. He does obviously he does UFC stuff and Bellator but on YouTube, his channel, like every day or couple of days, he'll release like some 7 to 10 minute videos. Here's the subject, and he'll just talk about it. Entertaining as shit, but you also learn kind of the inside baseball of how contracts and how everything works. Of like, I want to learn that shit. I just don't want to hear two guys that never played the sport fucking yell about it.
Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. I mean, I don't know. They like to get the clickbaits and all that stuff, and they like to see people react to what they're saying, and that's all it is. I mean,
because I think me and you only had one argument on this, and it was one of our funnier moments when we
argued about the same thing.
We were arguing about something, but talking about two different things. We were talking about two different head coaches. And then it's like, oh, wait, are you talking about? Oh, well, I agree with you.
Yeah,
we're just talking about two different guys.
For sure.
Well, in the world also, Adam Vinatieri officially announced his retirement, which I assume everybody knew was coming.
There doesn't, he's for sure just he should be in the Hall of Fame now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it literally, if he's not
if you're hitting 50, you shouldn't have to wait 5 years.
Exactly. Dude, he's fucking awesome. To change teams like he did and not miss a beat is fucking amazing.
That I'll be interested 5 years from now. Do you take that portion of as the NFL, are you even taking that portion of the game serious? Because if he is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, that's a position.
Yep. I mean, Ray Guy's in there for punting.
Yeah. It's a major position. Two of the biggest kicks ever made in NFL history by that guy. Most points ever scored in NFL history, that guy. Like, if he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, then your Hall of Fame is garbage.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have to, not that anybody, I mean, you only know a couple names, and then you only know a name when they miss, for your team when they fucking miss one.
Yeah.
I only know Randy Bullock's name because they should have had a win, and he missed a field goal.
Yeah.
But if it's a position, it needs to be represented. I mean, that's just.
For sure. I know, I'm 100% with you. It's, if you're not going to put him in the Hall of Fame first ballot, then you're stupid. Then you're a joke.
Yeah.
You're not taking anything seriously. You're not actually doing what the Hall of Fame is meant to be for.
Right.
It's for great accomplishments by the individual player.
Yeah.
That's what the Hall of Fame is for. You don't put Hall of Fame teams in.
No.
You have Hall of Fame players. The guy is a Hall of Fame player.
And I assume his name is already on a board in the Hall of Fame because he's scored more points than anybody that's ever played the game.
He's the reason that just kicking got big. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Before that, you didn't really hear about the game-winning field goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was really, with him in New England, that was just.
Well, I want to say, I could have swore I remember hearing this. Super Bowl wise, until that kick against St. Louis, I don't know that there had ever been a game-winning field goal kicked in a Super Bowl, and he has two of them.
Yes, I think you're 100% correct on that.
And
fact.
not to mention the one in the snow.
Yeah, exactly. It's incredible that he can. Kicking is going to be the most difficult things to do in football. Obviously, that's why people just cycle through kickers all the fucking time. Yeah. And he did it for that long. Most points. I mean, Jesus, God, he's awesome.
I've seen, because his son's a punter in high school. And I just seen some retweets from McAfee, from this kid kicking. To see a punter like that in high school hitting balls like that, of like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Which, kid's going to know how to do it right. His dad's Adam Vinatieri.
Exactly.
Crying out loud. He's going to know how to kick a ball. But it was like a couple of those videos from high school games going, well, I don't know what high school's got a punter that's, throwing a 4.5 second 50-yard punt out there. But it seems to be happening.
Yeah. Shoo.
That's a weird. It used to be they always said when I was a kid, it's like, hey, that's the easiest way to get in the NFL if you can kick. But now it's not because you can get there. Like if you have a leg that can kick, you're gonna get a shot.
Yep.
But as soon as you miss one, you're cut, and then you just get in that
cycle mode.
Fly to this city for a workout. Fly to that city for a workout. Like that. Well, even on the punting side, that Marquette King, kills balls. I don't even know why he's not in the league.
He got signed by Denver after the Raiders didn't, because they were paying him too much. They cut him.
Yeah.
So he got signed by Denver, and then he like tore his hamstring or something. And then I don't know if he's
never been back.
Yeah.
Which is such a Raiders thing to do. Is I don't know.
They paid a punter too much.
Is to pay a punter too much.
Yeah.
Which is a big. Usually punters and kicker, a lot of them get cut when you're making that much of, hey, man, we got to get under this salary cap. I can pay somebody $1 million and you're making $3 million.
Yeah.
That'd be such a weird thing when you're in a negotiation. They're like, yeah, we can give you $3.5 million a year. And you go, can we make it 2.5?
Yeah.
Because I feel like at 3.5, I'm getting cut in a year.
Yeah, exactly.
But at 2.5, I might keep my job.
I might keep my job. I'll do 1.5, but I need a guarantee.
I want it guaranteed on like 4 years.
Yeah,
so.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's I seen they made an agreement on the ceiling of the salary cap for next year.
Yeah,
or for
2 years.
2 years of $208 million. So it's going up $23 million from this season.
This season, yeah.
Julio Jones is available at that.
Yep.
Which everybody says his contract's terrible. It's not terrible.
No, it's not terrible at all. If anything,
he's only guaranteed this 1 year at $15 million.
Yeah, if there's a
$2 million next year
contract you're trying to dump, it's fucking Matt Ryan's contract over Julio's. But
that's the contract you cannot dump because everybody's gonna go no.
Yeah, no, fuck you. I'm not doing that.
Can you get him to restructure? Why would he?
Yeah, exactly.
We have to give him this money. So
you don't have a backup quarterback. Imagine, part of me really wanted to see, because I really like Matt Ryan. He doesn't do anything wrong. You know what I mean? No. He just, you can just tell that his arm's kind of going down the wayside. I really wanted to see the Falcons offense with Julio, Calvin Ridley, Pitts, and then they got that Mike Davis as the running back, and he's a fucking monster.
Right.
Just how the Tennessee offense would look with really good fucking weapons.
Right.
You know what I mean? And a steady running back. You know what I mean?
Right.
I just wanted to see what it looked like this year, because obviously it was going to be this year, then Julio was gone after this year no matter what.
Yeah.
I mean,
he was only going to get 1 year.
I really wanted to see it, because I liked Matt Ryan. I wanted to see him kind of just, improve. He's a fucking MVP. He's been to a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Just improve something, and then doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Because then they was saying, because there's only a handful of teams that can take him.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they can all, because salaries mean nothing in the NFL. Yeah. But it was like Indianapolis, Tennessee, New England, Green Bay,
Dallas,
and
the Niners.
Yeah. That could move stuff around that could actually afford him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about, a lot of people are saying Tennessee, but
I think the players in Tennessee are saying it more than
because
like fucking AJ Brown is just recruiting,
really coming to
no.
You know who I like? Tannehill. I think he can beat Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, I want to go to a place that can win.
Yeah, I don't.
You're going to Tennessee?
Oh, yeah,
and I'm not going to Dallas.
Well, that was the funny thing because he had a Dallas Cowboys sweatshirt on when he got that phone call, and he's like, "Hey, I just want to win." And he's like, "Well, don't go to Dallas."
Yeah, the names of the teams that we just mentioned, there's two that can win, and the Niners and the Packers.
Yeah.
Really. You want to go to New England? Okay, you're not winning this year.
No. I think the one that would be interesting is, but you just don't know, would be Indianapolis. Because you don't know what Wentz you're getting.
Yep. Yeah.
But boy, him with T.Y. would be pretty good.
Yeah. Then you had that rookie last year. He doesn't have to take on as much. You know what I mean?
Now, would he give up number 11 for 5?
Yeah.
Wouldn't do it for the quarterback. How about Julio Jones?
Yeah, no shit.
But then again, he probably goes back to his college number. because he was number 8 in college.
Yeah.
And now he can do that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
What
that's
are your thoughts on the number things?
I don't care.
Me either. Like, it got a big deal, and I'm like, gives a fuck.
I think
it's
it's
a
Tom
number.
Brady said that, and I don't know if Tom Brady was serious or not, or if he was just fucking around.
Like, the only thing I got was, I think Stephon Diggs came out and said it, and he said, all these people spent money buying my number 14 jersey. I would feel bad if I changed it. Like, that's like the only thing to where, he seems like it was a nice gesture that he made. You know what I mean? Like, it was like humble, it was like wholesome. And I'm like, yeah, but other people don't really think like that.
Well, that's the funny one when they come out, because if you change your number, you have to buy out the inventory of the product they made.
Mm-hmm.
And who was it? Was it the running back for Minnesota?
Oh, Cook?
That he was going to change, and then he called about it. It was like $2 million worth of inventory that he would have had to buy. He's like, just keep the same.
33?
Yeah, just stick with this.
Yeah, God, that for some of those guys who like Jalen Ramsey, I think he changed his number. Like, he sold a lot of fucking Rams jerseys, buddy. Like, you're okay with changing it? It's like,
that's
Jesus.
one of those like I feel when you get traded because your inventory is shit already.
Yeah,
but then again, it's like,
but he's been there for 2 years now.
What I don't know is if they buy out the inventory, do they get all of it?
Yeah,
they
I don't know.
Ship them all those jerseys.
Yeah,
it'd be a shit thing to say, hey, you owe us $1.2 million.
What are you doing?
All right,
jerseys?
well, here's it. Well, we have to destroy them because they don't exist. Well, no, I want them because I'm going to fucking sign these sons of bitches
and sell them.
And I'm going to sell them as retro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I bet there's something in there that they can't.
Probably. But it doesn't make any sense if they buy them because then they're there. You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me just as an average Joe person. Like, yeah, you made all these. I bought them for what you sold them to me. You sold them to me. They're mine now.
Yeah.
That's the way that I look at it.
Yeah, because I'm betting they're not getting them at cost.
No. Yeah, I bet they're paying
$150 or whatever a jersey.
Yeah. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not even stitched. They're pressed on numbers.
It depends on like the game. They are stitched. The expensive ones.
I have
Are
one.
They not?
I bought one 2-3 years ago for $120 and it's not stitched.
Huh. That was one thing I didn't know either, that when they do jersey exchange, like those players, they have to buy those jerseys.
Yeah.
Like, they charge like $200.
Yeah.
Like, huh.
Yeah.
You guys had enough money to just do that.
Yeah. I just
so like Lamar Jackson, when he's going through that run, was getting fucked. It's like $2,000 a game was costing him. Hey, man.
Yeah.
I got one of these.
Can I just like have a bunch of made and then just pass those out?
And then however much was it when in Carolina with Cam Newton, and then when they'd score a touchdown, they'd give it to a fan.
Oh, yeah.
How much they were charging them per ball.
Per ball.
But that was such an awesome thing.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Like you see him give it to a little kid, like that little kid, I mean, just...
You'd have given it to me as an adult, I'd been like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you just gave me a ball. It'd been great. I just like when... Now, when I was told as a child that if they throw the ball into the crowd, you have to give that one back.
Right.
If they physically hand it to you, you don't have to. But if they score a touchdown rather than they punt the ball into the stand, like the ushers come down or like the police officers come down and grab the ball from you.
No shit.
Yep. I was told a story by my father one time. Now, this was back in the 80s, 70s, 80s, that they were at, now obviously my family, they're big Browns fans, and my dad was a Steelers fan. They were at a Browns-Steelers game, and somebody had scored, or it was a field goal, and they didn't have the nets up then, or whatever.
Okay.
They didn't have nets. So the guy kicked the field goal, extra point, whatever it was. Guy caught it. He said, it was cool as shit. He goes, it was in our row. Guy, like, the section above us caught it. He said the officer came down the stairs, asked for it. He threw the ball to his friend in the other section, and the cop hit him with his nightstick and arrested him and walked him out. That's the story I was told. Now, I don't know if it's into that link or, you know what I mean? At that point in time.
That era?
Yes.
100% could have happened.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, well, you fucking deserved it.
Yeah. I mean, that's, I don't know if that's the same, like because most of them have nets now, probably for that reason, obviously, but.
Well, that'd be another thing. I wonder if they probably do get those balls, because they only have so many K balls.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I mean, they have but that's a weird thing too that you learn of, like, they're not allowed to work those balls. They get like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like maybe they get 3 K balls that are actually broken in.
Yeah.
of like, hey man, if some of those go out, if something happens to those K-balls,
fucked.
and now we're in like the K6 or whatever, of like that's a brand new ball out of the fucking box that's going nowhere,
kicking a fucking rock too.
Which what they say that's the the touchback bet.
Yeah.
For the opening kickoff, because it's a brand new ball, because it goes to the Hall of Fame. Of like, that's why you never see touchbacks, because it's a freaking cinder block.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's interesting learning these little insights into the gambling, because it's going to happen in Ohio, where we're going to be able to bet on this stuff in the next 2 years or so.
I'm happy about it too. I'm excited.
They just drag their feet so much.
I know.
Not allowed to do weed.
Not allowed to do weed.
I like saying it like that. Do you do weed? I like to do it.
I like to do weed. Oh, gosh.
I ingest it.
It's secondhand smoke.
Yeah, I don't like it's that first-hand smoke that gets you. If you could just blow your second-hand smoke my way, I'll take a little of the contact and be on my way.
I just want a little bit of it.
But, I don't know what else even happened. Feels like forever since we talked.
I know. Tebow got signed officially.
Yeah. People are still pissed off about
people
that.
Are still pissed off
Haven't
about
made
that.
The team yet.
Nope.
That contract means nothing.
And it is literally no guaranteed money.
Nope.
It's
if you're not good enough to make the 53-man roster,
you don't get anything.
We will give you nothing. Well, he's taking somebody's spot.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's not even have his own spot yet.
Like, well, this other guy's not getting a chance. Who? Give me his name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel like it's bullshit.
There's 90 dudes on 16 or 32 teams.
Yeah.
Me? You're not giving me personally my shot?
Oh, Tebow's screwing me over.
Yeah, he's screwing me over.
What are we talking about?
I can play tight end.
He'll make that team, though. I have faith.
You don't sign somebody like that without the intention of already just giving him a spot.
Yeah. To do something.
Do something,
I mean, it doesn't make any...
He's the number one jersey seller now.
Yeah.
Already.
How about that?
How about that? Yeah.
Number 85 Tebow jersey, number one.
That's hilarious.
Right. He's done nothing.
Done nothing.
They couldn't print that shit fast enough.
Hell no.
Whoever the hell makes the jerseys for the NFL, I don't know who it is.
Nike? Or the kids in China?
The official that they sell.
Oh, okay.
It's out of Florida or whatever company has the rights to do that, of like it's like, get the fucking presses going.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. And then people were giving him shit because they're like the video of him like walking out to practice and he had his gloves on already, and they're like, you can tell Tebow he didn't have to put his gloves on for like another half hour or so. I'm like, leave the guy alone, leave him alone.
What? Yeah, what's
he done so fucking
he's done
wrong?
Nothing to you.
No.
Your biggest bitch about Tim Tebow is that they played him on SportsCenter too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only complaint anybody has about.
Yeah.
It's the only one you can. I mean, unless you're an SEC guy and he just beat your ass for those fucking 4 years or whatever.
Yeah.
But the guy's never done anything to anybody.
No.
He was one of the top fucking MLB jersey sales.
He was.
And was a double and terrible at baseball.
Terrible at baseball.
Terrible.
Was on the Mets team for like a week.
Yeah, and that was just to sell more jerseys.
Yeah, exactly. And to tell people that Mets are still a fucking organization.
Because, hell, I think that was one thing, too. I think we talked about that after Russell Wilson started for, like, his first year in Seattle when he got named the starter. Like, that next cycle of Major League Baseball, like, the Houston Astros fucking drafted him.
Yeah.
Just so they could sell
a jersey. That's something
They could
else.
sell T-shirts.
That's funny.
Then they started cheating.
Yeah.
And nobody cares. If you celebrate, you're suspended.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you cheat,
you're okay.
You're okay by me.
You still get to keep that piece of metal.
Yeah. If you swing 3-0 and hit a home run in a league that only values stats when they go to pay you,
you're a terrible
Get the fuck
person.
out of here, pal.
Yeah,
you're a 28-year-old rookie waiting your whole life to get here?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Take a seat, son.
Yeah. Sports are weird with
Basketball.
their unwritten rules and all this shit, and basketball's a fucking joke. LeBron fucking fell on his shoulder like a normal fucking person and rolled around on the ground like a little bitch.
He is
such a dramatic bitch. It's crazy. He's so soft. Like, how can you call yourself this king and best player in basketball when you got poked in the. Did you hear that?
Eye poke.
The eye poke is one of my favorite things. He stole the line from Rocky when they asked him. Oh, when he's telling the story,
swing for the one in the middle.
Yeah, he goes, I saw 3 rims. I just shot for the one in the middle. He goes, I looked at the shot clock before that. Did you see fucking 3 shot clocks?
Yeah, nobody had that answer.
You didn't have that fucking no. So shut the fuck up. Play fucking basketball. It's a physical sport anymore anyway. It's the fucking playoffs. They don't call shit.
Well, and that's the one thing when they always talk about that Jordan-LeBron debate, and he's like, well, I've done this and this and this. It's like, yeah, but you do stupid shit. Like, you held an event to tell the people of Cleveland to fuck off.
You did. Yeah.
And got paid to televise it. And then once everybody was like, wait, they're going to pay you $9 million to televise this?
Yeah.
Then you decided to give it away to charity.
Yeah, exactly.
To tell the people of your home state to go fuck themselves.
I'm going to Miami.
And they were like, wow, people upset about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
You could have just signed.
Yeah, and just like anybody else. You had a show. You had a TV show.
Back when ESPN was relevant.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't need you to do that. Anymore, he's one hell of a basketball player, but he's just so fucking annoying with all his shit that he does.
It's just all his shit.
It's so annoying. So annoying. I can't stand it.
Bitching about the play-in game when he was kind of the one that came up with the idea last year.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, just shut up.
Yeah.
I'm not saying shut up and dribble.
No.
Maybe think about what you're going to fucking say first.
Exactly.
Because the reason everybody hates you is because you say stupid shit.
Yeah. And just the injuries and fucking Chris Paul boxed him out after a free throw and he fell and he hit his shoulder and he rolled around on the goddamn ground for a fucking half hour. Jesus Christ, you missed your free throw. That's why you fell on the fucking ground and hurt yourself.
And that's the one that's still the fucking load management shit because he kind of started. Remember that when Ohio State won the national championship, 15?
Yeah. He's at the game.
He took days off in the NBA season to go watch a football game.
Mm-hmm.
What? We're just playing too much. Like the same amount of games they've always fucking played, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's just, it's so physical. They were punching people in the face back then.
Yeah.
And you weren't even getting fouls called. It's like, what was that? They always show, it's the classic, the Celtics when Lambeer got punched in the face 3 times. Guy didn't even get thrown out of the game.
Nope.
And he threw punches that connected.
Yeah.
Unlike in the NBA now that they just don't connect.
They push.
They push and throw haymakers. They only connect when it was against the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
In Detroit.
The balance and the pals.
That's still one of my favorite, the Bill Burr skits. He goes, because that's classic sports fan. Well, just come on up here then. Yeah. And it's like, well, they fucking came up there. And that's what happens when a professional athlete.
Yes. And especially Ron Artest.
Artest, like, all right.
A psychopath anyway. Gosh.
I was hearing a conversation today, too, with the Nets. Is there any more point for the regular season?
No.
Those 3 guys on that super team played a total of 7 games together in the regular season.
Yeah.
And are probably going to win the NBA championship.
Probably, because they're fucking fantastic.
It's just like, why do you even have a regular... If this is how it's going to go, why are we even wasting our time? We should just make this a pay-per-view event for the 7 people that fucking care anymore.
No shit.
The one thing that was funny, I didn't send it to you, but I think it was Anthony Davis that shot like an outside shot. And, he follows through with that leg kick. Kicked the guy right in the fucking nuts.
Oh, nice.
I mean, it looked like he meant to, like it.
Yeah.
It was perfect, like the crotch of his foot. Like,
nice.
Bam. Like, and the guy didn't take a knee. Like, you knew it connected. You can always tell if it connected or if they're faking.
Yeah.
Because he fell to his knees at the same time.
Oh, yeah.
Like he banged both his knees on the floor as he went. Like his feet came off the ground and his knees hit the floor. Of like that connected.
That hurts.
Now, if he stumbled, then took a knee, maybe trying to sell something.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just like, hey, you forgot that leg is 6 foot long and it just whacked.
Yeah, God, that'd be terrible.
That's kind of stuff that is really exciting about the NBA, but I can catch that on Twitter.
Yeah, no
I don't need to watch that game.
No.
And hockey is every playoff game an overtime game? Because it seems like that's what they have. I've not watched any of them. I don't know where it's like on Outdoor Network or whatever the fuck they're playing.
Outdoor Network.
I mean,
yeah. Oh gosh, what is that? The DIY?
Yeah, the DIY network carrying fucking hockey.
You got NHL here. Yeah, go ahead.
But it's all of them. It's like every time, like, you know, obviously I'll catch it on Twitter, you know, it'll give the rundown of the games.
Yeah.
It's like final overtime, final double overtime, overtime. It's like, these games must be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know that anybody's seen them.
I have a thing with hockey. It's like, you play like 2 minutes of your game without your fucking goalie? That's crazy to me. Like, imagine that.
When they're trying to make a comeback.
The power play or whatever it's called. Is that a power?
No, power play is when a guy gets a penalty.
Oh, okay.
And he goes in the box. It means you have 5 guys. They have 4 guys.
Oh, okay. Either way, but yeah, when they're doing when they're trying to come back and they put the extra.
Yeah, they'll pull their goalie so they can try to get an extra guy. That's when the greatest thing in sport is watching that goalie stop a shot and then flip it up over everybody and scoring that empty net on. That's awesome. Yeah. It hardly ever happens, but it's awesome.
But I'm like, God, imagine that in soccer.
They do that sometimes.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I never watch soccer.
I only watch it when the World Cup happens.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's usually, I don't even remember watching it last time because I don't think we made it.
Probably not.
I think we got left out. So,
did you see that Amazon bought MGM?
No.
Yep. Amazon bought MGM Studios today for $8.9 million or something like that.
Billion?
Probably.
Yeah. 8.9 million seems a little fucking low.
I'll double check my math.
I'm gonna say that started with a B.
Probably did. Yeah, I saw that today.
What else? I was gonna say something. Oh, in the hockey talk while you're looking that up. I don't ever watch it, but by far, now I've been to every sporting event except an NFL game.
Mm-hmm.
By far, a hockey game is the best fucking thing I've ever seen live.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
It is phenomenal.
I've always heard that. I've never been to a hockey game.
We went.
No, I take that back. I've been to whatever the Columbus one is.
Yeah, the Blue. Yeah, they play in the NHL.
Yeah, I know that. I fucking.
We have a team. I didn't even know we still had a team. Yeah, we got uniforms and everything. I've been to 3 of those, and I've had I was in some bad seats. Then one of them I was on like the blue line.
Okay.
I don't know, 15 rows up from the glass, 10 rows.
Yeah. And
then once I was in a suite. And it's awesome everywhere. The suite's the best. Me and my brother, he got some suite tickets. I'm like, it's just kind of nice being in a packed arena. You have your own bathroom. You got a little buffet in there. Hey, if you want something to drink, there's a fridge right there. You want a beer? Just go grab it yourself.
That's nice.
I mean, that was awesome.
That is awesome.
But then also at the Blue Jackets game, they do a 50-50.
Oh, nice.
It's like, all right, 50-50, $30,000. Yeah. I'm like, I didn't even come close.
That's cool, though.
But yeah, if I lived closer to Columbus, I think I'd go to more hockey games because it's awesome.
You've never been to an NFL game?
And I have a thing.
Like you don't want to, or you just would rather watch it at home?
That I don't. It's not even that. It's,
okay.
Obviously, with the job I have, that's kind of a tough time of year for me.
Yeah.
In the fall time. And then when it gets to the winter time, it's just too fucking cold.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, it would have to be
like an indoor.
Yeah, like drive to Indianapolis or something like that. I don't know about Detroit, but probably get tickets pretty cheap, but I'd like to have my shit when I come back out of the stadium. But now this parking garage, you make sure my shit's still here when I get back, or
the cameras in here?
It was just at your own risk.
Yeah, park here.
Maybe Indy.
Yeah, maybe
just go to Indy.
Maybe Indy's better.
Or if I can get a suite. I looked into suites. They're way too expensive.
Fuck yeah, man. Did you see the price for the New England Tampa Bay game?
I heard it's going crazy. I haven't seen.
Like mid-level is like $14,000 a ticket.
Ouch.
Yeah. Like lower bowl. I don't know what nosebleeds are, but like lower bowl tickets. Not even like I mean, like on like the 10-yard line. Like not even.
Yeah, not even mid.
Yeah.
God damn.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
I just seen 4 tickets sold for the Logan Paul Floyd Mayweather fight. Did you see that?
No.
I assume they must be ringside or whatever they call ringside or whatever. 4 tickets, $88,000.
Wow.
$22,000 a ticket for fucking that.
Yeah. That's shit.
We think Logan Paul can do it. What makes you think he can touch? It's Floyd fucking Mayweather.
Yeah.
Nobody hits him.
And I know.
Connor got him with that uppercut. Did he? Because it sounded like he hit him pretty hard.
Mm-hmm.
Go watch that replay again.
Yeah.
He hit him, but it wasn't.
No. And Connor was hammer fisting him when they would tie up.
Yeah.
Like it's the UFC.
But it's like,
you gotta quit doing that.
And I'm not shitting on Logan Paul. I mean, it's cool that he's able to get that done. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But people are like, oh, yeah, Floyd's got to come in there. And obviously, they have a lot of following for years that guy has, that all his fans are like, he's going to knock Floyd out. There's no way. Floyd can't take his punches. Like, all right, maybe he has that kind of power that can knock Floyd out.
You have to connect.
You know who else
first?
did? Like Canelo Alvarez.
Yeah, exactly.
Who could never fucking hit him.
Yes.
Or Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
These are champions of that sport
Exactly.
that could not do it.
Yeah.
But you've been doing it for a couple years now.
You try.
Well, but he's 50. Or Floyd, I think he's 50.
Probably 50.
Like, and the weight discrepancy, yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
He's also way faster.
Yeah.
And knows exactly how to move in a boxing ring.
It's still Floyd fucking Mayweather.
Yeah.
It's still Floyd fucking
ever.
Mayweather.
If you don't want to give him the greatest boxer of all time, he's the greatest defensive boxer of all time. I don't think anybody can question that. He's been hit like one time in his career he's been rocked.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't go down. I don't think he's ever been knocked down, but if he's been knocked down, it's been like once.
Yeah.
He's 50-0.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been hit one time with some power.
Yeah. If I'll say this.
But Logan Paul is going to come in
If
there
Logan
and do
Paul
that.
wins, then everything's fixed.
100%.
They're just trying to get the boxing to be reinvented. That's
and
it.
They're doing their best to get the interest, and I'm shocked somebody paid for that. Because if you remember, they scheduled this fight before, and then they canceled it.
Yeah.
But basically, it's canceled for lack of interest because they was kind of doing a little survey of like, hey, nobody wants to watch this.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But, yeah. Be interesting, though. I mean, most people, it's good for them to think that because that's nobody's paying for an event to see Floyd Mayweather beat Logan Paul.
No.
Floyd Mayweather people that haters are going to pay to see Logan knock
Paul.
him out.
Yeah.
That's where Floyd was always so good of like, my fans are buying it. And if you're not my fan, it's either nobody's in the middle. You love him or you hate him.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm going to see him get knocked out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then everybody buys it.
Everybody buys it.
You're going to have like all those concerts beforehand like they did on the lot. No, that wasn't
that
Logan,
was with
was
Triller.
It? I don't know who
that
the
was
hell.
Jake.
I didn't know that there was 2 of them.
Triller's the one that did that, which, and that was with the Jake Paul fight. And then Jake Paul just signed with Showtime.
Oh, okay.
I think they did some good numbers, and I think kind of heard the feedback of the Triller thing of like, well, you got a fucking coked up guy.
Yeah, no shit.
Coked up drunk guy coming up here talking shit. And then Pete Davidson, for some reason, saying shit that, why are you here?
Yeah.
Then you had 6 concerts going on. I'm like, hey, is anybody going to fight?
I know.
Or what?
Yeah, is this a concert or is it an actual boxing match?
I think he kind of the Triller thing of like, hey, we're going to go back we're going to go over to Showtime who knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But boxing sucks. So
it does. It's boring.
They have one event.
So boring.
That's just the other one. There's one fight in the heavyweights that everybody wants to see.
Mm-hmm.
One arbitration comes out, so now we don't get to see that fight.
What the fuck?
Because now Wilder comes back in and has to fight Fury.
Yeah.
So now you push, hey, we could unify these belts for the first time in however the fuck long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he owes me a fight still. Okay, well, we got to push this one back. And then God forbid if Wilder beats Fury.
Oh, I know.
And then it's like you're never going to see any of these fights.
Nope.
I didn't do it.
Everybody's okay?
I feel like they are.
Good.
I didn't get a feeling that anybody was injured.
It's good.
It's usually not a good sign, though, when one goes speeding by like that. Somebody's probably injured.
Yeah.
But maybe it's just a bump on the head.
Could be. Could be.
You never know.
Whiplash, maybe that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whiplash. Aaron Rodgers' best friend now.
Yeah.
Guy that played
exactly.
Whiplash.
Guy that played Whiplash. Miles Teller.
Where did he... Like, he just randomly dropped into, like, Miles Teller at them.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Yeah. Well,
I want to hear that story of how the hell that got together.
Him and Aaron Rodgers' fiance
Right.
are like friends.
Yeah.
And that's how they're like on vacation together.
But I think Teller started... He's been going to the Kentucky Derby for a couple years. I think that was before
Okay.
they were even together.
Gotcha.
Because AJ said something like, "Oh yeah, he's been going then for a couple years," and I'm seems like a cool dude. I like his movies.
Yeah, I like him.
Well, that boxing movie that he did was awesome.
Oh yeah, where he had like come back from
being
being
that wreck.
Yeah.
The hell that name is? It's a good movie though.
Yeah, I've heard it's good.
I don't know
I've
why
never
that
watched it.
is. Like boxing sucks so bad right now.
The
Nobody
movies are
watches it,
good.
but everybody watches a boxing movie, man.
I know it.
Because I think what was the one Mark Wahlberg did?
Oh, the was it the fighter?
Mickey Ward.
Yeah, the fighter. Yeah.
So there was rumor that he was going to do the sequel to that, where he has the trilogy fights with.
Yeah.
Gotti. Think so. Which were some of the, like their second fight, like the 9th round of their second fight of like it was just. Hey, for the last 2 minutes of this round, we're going to stand in the middle of the ring, just throw haymakers and not do any defense. It was just like,
yeah.
All right, this is happening.
Yeah. I tell you what, that movie was fantastic. Christian Bale was a great crack addict.
That is such a weird thing, too. Like, you watch that movie, and then you look into it a little bit, and like, oh, yeah, he was on that documentary on HBO.
Yeah.
And it was like, I did watch, was it Sugar Ray? That he's like, I knocked you down.
Mm-hmm.
I went back and watched the footage. That was pretty, like, Sugar, he hit him.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Sugar kind of tripped and fell.
Yeah.
You kind of,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you did.
Yeah.
But you can say it.
Yeah.
Is that guy, I think that guy's alive still.
Mickey Ward's brother?
He tried to, because didn't Christian Bale won an award for that or whatever, and I think that guy tried to run up there and say some shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I like his own crack.
I love crack. It was just the whole part of like every time his mom came, he'd jump out onto that pile of trash to try to sneak away like he wasn't in the crack house.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, God.
I don't think I've... What was the other... Gerard Butler or whatever, did he do a boxing movie?
I don't think so.
I get him and another actor confused. Cinderella Man.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, they're the same person.
Not really.
Kind of. Neither of them are from this country.
You're right.
White. Been in some good movies.
Yeah. That's
same
all.
Person.
Same person.
I've never seen Cinderella Man.
I haven't either. I've heard it's good, though.
It's good, yeah. Mm-hmm. It just seemed of one of, like,
I've seen it before.
That I wouldn't want to be into.
Yeah. One you probably, like, it's a Cinderella story, obviously.
Yeah.
He probably had his hard up for money or something, or was just a low-level boxer and won something. I got to thinking,
as we talked about, like, the Family Guy things, when you saying about the Rocky stuff, of which this last week's episode or whatever, they fucking did it again.
They did a Rocky thing again?
They did a Rocky thing again where Peter's playing, like, the Rocky character. But I started thinking about that of, like, it's such a weird thing, like, everybody's like, oh, fucking Rocky, man. It's like Rocky 1, like, everybody loved it. It's like, he fucking lost.
Yeah,
like, he got his ass beat.
Mr. T whooped his fucking ass.
Well, that's not Rocky 1, but...
I thought it was Rocky. I thought he was in Rocky 1.
No, he was in Rocky fucking 2 or 3.
I know. I thought he fought him once, and then he fought him again in the next one.
Yeah, it wasn't Mr. T.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Mr. T was Rocky 3.
Gotcha.
I know that both those guys were black, but they're not the same person, unlike Russell Crowe and the other guy that are the same person.
Oh, he fought Apollo Creed the first one, didn't he? First two, yes. Okay, sorry, my bad. My bad. It's been a while since I've seen Rocky 1.
Clubber Lang didn't come on till fucking Rocky 3.
Yes, my fault.
Rocky 5 sucks.
Yeah.
But the whole thing of like the whole...
got no fights in the ring.
It's kind of like it's kind of realistic boxing.
Mm-hmm.
The fact of like Apollo Creed's got nobody to fight.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we've got this guy that's fucking sucks at boxing.
Yeah, but he can take a fucking
He
hit.
can take a hit.
Yep.
Like his record was like 15-9
Yeah,
or whatever.
I
It's
know,
like,
yeah.
but he's fighting for the world championship and gets his ass beat.
Yeah.
Like the whole moral of the whole story is, hey, this guy got a title shot and he got his ass beat.
Mm-hmm.
How that's a successful movie,
Yeah.
I never know.
Yeah.
But it is.
Yeah.
In the original screenplay, Rocky died at the end.
Oh, really?
He died in the hospital.
Nice.
The closing scene was Adrian coming out on the steps telling him that Rocky died from getting his ass beat.
Yeah.
Studio made him take it out, which is a good move because you made 9 fucking movies.
Oh, shit. And then two spin-offs.
Yeah, 2 spinoffs, which are okay.
They're not bad.
They're not bad. I like the whole I got to take a shit before the fight thing that he does.
Yeah.
Cut my clothes off.
Yeah.
Not allowed to do that
Yeah.
because the rewrap, like that's fucking like the commission has to do that.
Yeah.
But somebody to wipe your ass for you.
Yeah. Go get him.
Get your ass beat.
Where's Paulie?
That's the other one of like the ludicrous part of those movies of like, hey, you lost that fight. If this was real boxing, you would never get another fight because as soon as you lose one, you're fucking done.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to fight anymore.
Yeah.
That's the rules of the game. There's 0 people listening right now because I went off on some fucking areas that nobody cares about. And I mean nobody. Fucking Sylvester Stallone doesn't care about it.
Yeah. Probably not.
Probably not anymore. He's more of an Expendables guy now,
Yeah.
of which I've also never seen any of them.
I mean, they're just low-budget action movies.
Yeah, I understand.
And I love those.
Yeah, they're like Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
Really shitty
Yes.
that people watch.
I watch them.
For some reason.
I watch them all.
Fucking Fast and the Furious.
You don't need to get
I
started
see
on
John
that
Cena
again.
got in some trouble for saying something about China or something. He had to come out and apologize because that's where the bulk of their money comes from in those movies. Like, hey, John,
shut up.
like that's one thing you couldn't say.
Oh shit.
And I think it was he referred to Taiwan as a country.
Oh, nice.
And China is like hey, they're not a country. They belong to us.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm sorry.
Hey, I apologize.
I apologize.
Not good at
Please still watch our movie.
Not Vin Diesel's gonna hate me and then try to talk shit about me.
Then that other guy that's in there that had his breakdown said Will Smith was going to give him $10 million. And Will Smith's like, I'm not giving you any money. I don't even know you. That Tyrese or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
He had his mental episode.
Yeah,
he's like,
yeah.
I'm broke. And he's mad at The Rock for doing the spinoff. And like, you didn't give me any money. Hey, it's going to be all right. Will Smith said he was going to give me $10 million to help me get through my time. Then Will Smith was like, I didn't fucking know you.
Yeah.
I'm not giving you shit.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like we're done.
Yeah, we actually probably got rid of all of our listeners by now, so
should have. Nobody listen to this fucking theirs. Man, if football's not happening,
everything else is boring.
This show, the fact that we've made it through this whole quarantine and all this shit, still doing this show, we've only, what did we miss? 1 week?
Think so.
And even that, like when you went on vacation and stuff like that, we even backlogged, caught in episodes. And there has been nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
We've been shit on. We've been set up to fail.
We have been.
From the beginning. I mean, we're the best show out there.
I don't even know if people realize that we are the best show. That's the sad thing.
I think a lot of people do. And by a lot, I mean more than 3.
Yeah. No, that's a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah.
But we're the best show going right now.
Oh, for sure.
And I don't understand.
Yeah.
I mean, but, ESPN shit canned Kenny Mayne, so there's a lot of weird shit. Hey, could you take a 61% pay cut?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Yeah.
And he's going to be so successful.
Yeah.
I don't know whatever happened to ESPN. Remember that when you wake up in the morning, it'd be on Sports Center and you'd watch it twice?
Twice, yeah, just to make sure I didn't miss anything.
Yeah. And I was like, I can't tell you the last time I put fucking ESPN on. I never watched Sports Center.
The first time, I think I might have been like 6 or 7, and it was like the first time I realized that it was the same show.
It was recorded?
Yeah, it was the same show.
Well, that was
I was like, I just watched this. What the hell? I thought this was a new episode of Sports Center. Nope,
I just thought they just sat in the studio and just kept doing it.
Like the first one comes out at 6.
Yeah,
like
and then they just run it.
And then they just run it till like noon or whatever. Yeah.
I wonder if that's just where all their viewerships came from. Of
Must
like
have.
people just click it on and just let it.
Well, it used to be okay because you used to have all your highlights.
Yeah.
And then you used to have 1 or 2 snippet stories or something like that. And then you were good. That was your hour. You know what I mean? Like it was just like, now it's not that.
Well, now it's, I don't need your highlights because I already seen them 12
Twitter,
hours ago.
Yeah.
You have people just screaming at each other, and then somebody has cancer.
Yep.
That's
pretty much it.
That's what they do now.
Yeah. Yep.
Get it together, Sports Center.
Come on.
Barstool Sports is beating the fuck out of you.
Yes, they are.
And it's not even close.
Not even a little bit.
But, yeah, good luck to you. I mean, even they're the worst. We're the best.
Exactly.
And if we're the best, somebody's got to be the worst.
And it's them.
Everybody.
Wideside.